What's cooking, folks? Vermillion Phoenix here, and today I'm jumping into some more Orcs Must Die Unchained. This time we are heading into the Crogon Keep on Rift Lord. So for this, I'm going to use Midnight again. And this is another map that I generally like to stack a good amount of damage on relatively early to prevent enemies from moving too far. You generally have to build kill boxes at the gates to prevent them from getting to the rift too early or at all, and making sure that they die and don't drag out your wave time. It's not even what I want there. What am I doing? Got to put on the bear hugs because bears need hugs. There we go. Then we're putting on making it rain. Although, actually, there's a lot of trolls and ogres on this stage. Smashing deals can stay. So we're going to grab high pain tolerance to sort of try not to die. Let's go ahead and put the Spitfire back here. I'm not going to need a lot of them. Okay, and then we want that. Alright. That should be pretty solid. The only physical trap that I'm using right now looks to be the ceiling ballista, but we want to bring the swinging mace, so smashing deals will work to affect two traps there. I'm going to grab the Firewall Bracers and the Ring of Storms. That should give us some AoE and combo effects and be really nice. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, and here we go. So, on Rift Lord, we're going to start with the top center gate. And you have quite a bit of space to work with here. Now, early, it's a good idea to build everything really close.
This will stop them.
Get your web spinner up. And from here, right in front of the web spinner, I like to add the slows and then these guys. So we'll get some more coin to put up Ballista, which you can do after the fact. But for now, this should pretty much hold everything pretty well.
They've broken through a gate.
All right, there we go. So this concentrated barrage of fire and flipping here is really effective at basically holding at bay small minions and getting you a lot of simple combos, which is really nice for boosting the early coin that you get. I like putting the Ballista in this corner here because they can hit things as soon as they get around that corner and then sort of track them back here as well. So to me, that seems like a good idea. Alright. Nice try, Ogre, but not today. Alright, nice. Didn't see that times 7 coming. Alright, and the next gate that opens is going to be the upper right. So the setup here is going to have to change a bit because it's not enough to actually hold these guys. Okay, so he's invincible while he splits. That's unfortunate. And that wasn't the real one. Alright. Let me run for it.
Destroyed the unstable rift.
So you can see most of the enemies died. Hopefully they got the archer. The archer is dead. Goodbye, troll. And thanks for the HP refill. Alright, so for this side, what we're going to need to do is start building our ballista nest in here.
Useful.
Alright, so we're going to want about 10 ballista
Carefully set. Ooh, well, gotta watch my
right there. That should handle the majority of what we'll have to deal with. In here,
Enemies incoming. They've broken through on another
I'm going to want
front.
something similar.
Things like that hang on the wall. I can taste their blood already.
They've broken through a gate.
Then about right here, I'm gonna add another slow, since they should
Can
be
you see me now?
pretty much slowed the entire time they're down there. I'm gonna sit over here for just a moment until the enemies sort of get beefed up again. There's going to be runners here, and there's a couple things I haven't added yet, namely those.
Building a
And then you'll want to
better
finish this row off. I'm gonna grab cat purse, and that's mainly just for a bit more coin so I can get everything built up faster. Those guys made it through. That's a bit of a problem. Not enough ballistas.
Meow, yeah.
Okay, and with that done,
This was
enemies should be able to be set on fire again there. And you have room on the sides here to throw up a few more ballista. So shave off the few enemies that you can. I think I'm going to wind up forcing the left side there to run back through here. See, I thought I accidentally picked up that potion after the first explosion. I didn't. So that's very nice, because that means that after this one, ooh, that was really close. Alright. Two guys on the left should be perfectly fine. The ballista should take those down with little to no effort. Alright, so with that bit taken care of, we can start building this up just a bit more too. Alright, and that's almost what I need.
I'm quite low on the health to death scale.
When I get the opportunity, I'm going to wind up putting one more barricade over there to force enemies to go through the ballista nest that I have set up.
That's not ready. One with the shadows.
Okay, where is it at? There's a Pride Hunter somewhere. Alright, let's go ahead and head through here. Alright, Poison Paw is a good choice for the high amount of enemies that we'll be dealing with here. Where's Pride Boy? Come on, you're close. Oh, did he manage to see me after I invis? That was interesting. Alright, we're going to leave all that stuff there, run back up to the top of the steps here,
On another front.
and block this off. So enemies can no longer enter through this path. We're also going to put one here. Enemies can no longer get in through that particular section. And now we can do something a bit more interesting.
Rift is opening. Quick, destroy it.
On this map, this seems to be the only unstable rift spawn. I could be wrong about that, but that seems to be the way it runs. Alright, for this guy, you if you have Poison Paw ready, you can sort of just run through him. And there we go. Chaos Kobold solved. Alright, when they see that first area blocked on the left and they can't just run through it, they'll turn around and try to go through the Ballista area. We've cleared this out successfully, so we can go back in through here and actually there's a few other things that we want to do. Mainly we want to keep those slows happening, and then we'll add another one of those just to keep it consistent. And then just to make sure that we have nothing to worry about with the huge amount of enemies that'll be coming through. I need to delete that one ballista that's in the corner, I believe. It has blocked line of sight to enemies that are coming up through the stairs. Actually, I could probably move these. Leave a couple. Not that one. About 4 there, and then place some more on this side. And then the rest of the cash we're going to save for the rear gate, because that one is kind of a pain in the butt. Oh gosh. No thanks. There we go. Okay. Good, good. Alright, I didn't think the heavier one would go down that easy. There's too high a concentration of enemies over here for this to be okay. That side should be alright for a bit. Looks like it was kind of working. Alright, I'm gonna grab Thrill to Kill, and that's just because I really don't like dying. And Thrill to Kill makes it so that it becomes much harder for that to happen. Okay. And there's one that almost got through, which means I didn't build the slows that I needed here. Okay. So, this is mostly going alright. We're going to add this guy over here.
The enemy army is attacking on another front.
Start our slow cooker operations over here.
This will stop them.
That's literally what it is, slowing and cooking.
Useful.
They've broken through a gate.
Building a better mouse. Or trap.
Alright. Nice hits, nice combos. Thank you for the life. We could use a couple of ballistas in the rear here as well. And we should head back over to these guys and see what's up. A sufficiently slowed group of enemies will be absolutely no problem for you. Especially those limited amounts of heavy minions that are on the left. They actually should just run into the ballista and die. He can just go die. Alright, so these guys did what they were supposed to. Let me add one more ballista here, and then we'll add 2 in the rear. Time's looking pretty solid. So, I haven't used up a huge amount of the trap cap, and that's sort of what most of the setups that I use are good for. By using traps that have particularly high range or coverage in the area that they damage, I'm able to get away without placing a ton of traps and still do a significant amount of damage. Alright, can I make it? I have the speed boost from pretty much everything. Oh.
Well done.
Barely, but I did it. Alright, so I want to check on... Well, yeah, that rear gate is pretty much toast.
More power.
So these guys get cleaned up pretty well. I guess the physics make it so that they don't land on the ground properly. That's interesting. Did that in the wrong order, but whatever. We get hit with some lightning and then burned. Why are you still... No, hurry up and die. Alright, so 32 more trap slots. There's a lot of other things I can do. Looks like I can probably afford to
Lure them here.
further develop this ballista nest.
If I were them, I'd tread lightly.
Oh, no you don't. Let me just touch you. There we go. That's what we needed. Okay, so these are the exploding dudes. I need to not let them, Okay, they're gonna turn around. Thank you for being special. So now, while they're weak, the, Null Breeders' nulls aren't really that big of a problem for Midnight. In any situation where their HP and damage scales, though, they would be an absolute nightmare, and I would probably be crying right now. Because Midnight does not have the HP necessary to tank them. I'd basically have to invis and run. Cool, alright. They are down. Oh, and I don't even have to worry about trying to kill these guys for speed. Thank you, timer. I sincerely appreciate you showing up when you did. Alright. What's happening, old buddy? Stablehand.
Building a better mouse. Or trap.
Alright, get the firing squad set up.
I deserve a round of applause.
Oh gosh, the puns never end. Alright, I think all of those are pretty much guaranteed to die. If these kobolds make it anywhere interesting, I would be surprised. Huh, one almost did. Not quite though. Okay. I guess this is probably the one area that could use a bit more strength. We could add like 6 or 4 more ballistas for a total of 6. And yep, everything there is pretty much toast. Now, it will probably be a good idea for me to spread those ballistas out just a bit. Mainly because whatever is coming through here... just add a couple more. Whatever keeps getting flipped at the back here does not seem to be dying quickly. And that could wind up wasting me some time and probably slowing down the par a bit. Alright, always double check that rear gate since you have the least protection for it. Alright, that guy should pretty much be toast. We have a few heavy minions that will die in the ballista nest pretty easily. Lovely. Dead. Alright. Last wave. Let's do this. We got about 5 minutes for it to take place too, which should be way more than enough.
I must concentrate.
The boss minion has entered the battlefield.
Alright, so this should be pretty easy and mostly just a matter of cleaning up whatever comes through here. Our boss is coming from the top center. If we had a lot of barricades there, then we might have had some trouble. But because of the way that I'm set up, all I really need to do is head through here, stun 2 before, and then hit him with a couple of vital strikes, and we are great. If you're lower level, it may take 2 instead of the 1 that I just did. But overall, pretty solid. Alright, and then it's just a race against the clock.
In the end.
And there we go.
always win.
Sweet. Alright, so traps did almost twice the damage I did, which is pretty solid. And I got a box. Huh, still have to level that. Otherwise, not bad. Okay, and that finishes off Crogon Keep. That means we are left with only one more map to deal with in Rift Lord, and that is going to be Eventide Fortress. So I'm going to go ahead and get working on that as soon as I can. Otherwise, I hope this, gave you guys some information or something that might be helpful to you. If you learned something, that's great. If you just enjoyed it, that's perfectly fine too. But I sincerely appreciate you guys for watching. It means a lot to me, and I always love responding to your comments. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed it again. And until next time, as always, have a good one, folks.